Hi, this is Bob with White Glove Chimney, and today I want to say that professional chimney sweeps do not sweep chimneys. The typical image of a chimney sweep in the United States is of a soot-covered guy who stands on a roof and runs a brush up and down inside the chimney. Some would add the happy-go-lucky image of Bert in Mary Poppins, and while unfortunately many sweeps exactly fit this image, you should expect more when it comes to home maintenance and your safety. Let me get it out right here in the front. Chimney sweeps, professional chimney sweeps, do not sweep chimneys, not primarily. As our primary function, we clean chimneys if it's needed to clean a chimney. We repair chimneys, we install chimneys, we build chimneys, all the things that have to do with any kind of venting, wood, gas, pellet, oil, any fuel that burns and has to have a vent. That's chimney sweep's job to take care of that. But we inspect them, and that's the first and most primary thing that we do. Nobody wants a clean chimney. What we want is a chimney that's safe to use. I've got some photos of a fire that happened back east that was posted on Facebook that have the firemen there, and they're showing a chase that's burning, and you can look at the written portion of this blog here, and it shows us about where the fire started, and we can begin to assume some things as professional fire investigators and professional inspectors where that fire started, maybe even come up with some possible causes of it. I'm not there, we can't see it, but when you look at them, they're not meant to scare you because there was a fire. When we're investigating the cause and origin of a fire, the first thing that is looked at is the spread. It's typically upward and out, kind of like a golf tee. So this fire seems to indicate the fire started in the center of the chase, about even with the top of the windows, around where there's what's called a fire stop. It's unlikely that the cause of this fire was from not cleaning the chimney, though that's possible. It's more likely it was an improper installation or a damaged chimney. Professional chimney sweeps are inspectors, first and foremost. It doesn't do anyone good good service to clean a chimney when it shouldn't be used for other reasons. So it doesn't take much brains to run a brush up and down the chimney. But to understand building techniques, code requirements, chimney systems spanning decades, to track the way air moves through a home, which is physics, and to know the combustion process, which is chemistry, to apply them in each unique home, that takes education and training. Knowledge of metallurgy, framing, gas piping, electronics, electrical systems, sheet metal, masonry, engineering specifications, building and fire codes, that again go across time. All of these things take education and training. There's even more than that. It's needed to professionally be able to evaluate the condition of the place inside your home where you build a fire. A chimney sweep is the multi-tool of trades. Chimney systems need to be inspected by a professional who knows what they're looking at. White glove techs start out with 70 hours of online training, 70 hours of classroom and lab time in our own classroom and training center at our shops. Then they can go out and be a helper on a truck. Last year they had an additional 80 hours in training off-site at seminars and conventions. The CSIA National Certification for a professional chimney sweep requires it requires studying first, and then a 6-hour review, and then they have to pass the national certification exam in order to be certified. And after that, in order to maintain it, they have to have 48 hours of continuing education units. The NFI, which has wood, gas, pellet, and some other certifications, that also requires study. You have to pass the examination, and then there's 36 hours of continuing education in order to maintain. So none of this education is required to be a chimney sweep. Anybody can go out and say, I'm a chimney sweep today. But we at White Glove require it. Why? Because it's just how we are. We want to be the best. We want to provide you with the best service that we can. And the only way that we can do that is participating in training and education, ongoing training and education, and having a place where we learn. We're continuous learners. So there are portions of an inspection that we can do partnering with you. Under the whole COVID virus thing that we're under now, we can sometimes have you take measurements, you can take pictures, we can talk about it. That doesn't always work, but really we need to come into your home. And when we do that, we have virus protocols that are in place. We're going to ask you not to be there. We're going to go in with our respirators on, our gloves on, clean drop cloths, booties, and then we're going to do the job that we need to do. Then we're going to wipe down anything that we touched. We're going to clean up, leave. You're going to be able to get the report by email, and then we're going to go over it with you on the phone, and you can pay your invoice on the phone. So call the professionals at White Glove. We do chimneys, air ducts, dryer vents, and evaporative coolers. Our service department is 530-221-3331. The store, which is closed right now but is open for deliveries, for parts, or by appointment if for some reason you have to come in, and that is 530-924-3164. You can email us info@whiteglovechimney.com. Hope you're healthy and well in every sense of the word. This is Bob at White Glove.